Aries Rising. If you are Aries Rising, this new moon in Capricorn that we're having in January 2026, this one is going to hit your 10th house. Your 10th house is all about your career zone, is what we call it, your career zone. So it's about like your job, right? It's where you're of service. It's where you're going to leave your legacy behind, right? It's very much driven on getting things done. This is a very much an action kind of new moon for you. Okay. So it really is a great month for you to focus on setting goals to either learn a new skill that is going to enhance your current career. Maybe you learn a new skill that's going to launch a totally different career. But it is, what did I write down here? It's all about reaching your highest potential. So taking a second to look at where your life is and say, all right, if I could look at 12 months from now, what could my highest potential be? Right. And it's a really, I'll be honest with you guys, as you go through this, there's some tough self love that you have to give yourself, because you realize that most of the time you are your own worst enemy. And most of the time, the reason that stuff isn't getting done the way that you think it should be done is your own fault. I'm 100% honest, because I'm like, I need all of these reminders. This is all like, Darcy, this is all you. So anyway, you've got to figure out and reach your highest potential. So then you got to walk that back, right? So, and we'll work on that when that full moon in Leo comes around here in a couple of weeks, on how we know what our highest potential is, but shoot, how am I getting in my way and how do I get out of my way? That comes with our full moon work. So don't stress too much about that. So just want you to start thinking about what's your highest potential, whether it's your career, whether it's your legacy. What is it really realistically and achievable that could be truly your highest potential? And I want you to kind of focus on that and start to really get a feeling for what that could look like, feel like, taste like, smell like. Okay. It's also a really great month for you, Aries Rising. If you want to launch a new business, that time around this new moon in Capricorn for January 2026 is going to be really, really good. I don't even think I said what day the Capricorn new moon was on. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is terrible of me. I got so wrapped up in doing all this other stuff. I didn't even tell you guys when the new moon was. Oh my gosh. I promise I'm truly a hot mess. Y'all, is not a joke. Okay. So the new moon in Capricorn, which is going to happen on January the 18th, 2026, at about here where I live, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So always check your local listings. But that is going to happen again on Sunday, January the 18th. Ooh, and it's on a Sunday. So that's not even a work day. So there is no excuse for not sitting down for 10 to 15 minutes and just writing down a goal. So anyway, launching a business, or at least kind of planning, starting to visualize what would it look like? Have I ever thought about, starting my own business? Also, if you want to apply for a new job, or you've thought about applying for a new job, if you are an Aries rising, this time right around this Capricorn new moon is a really, really great time to boost your chances of getting that position if you apply for it around this time. It's really, really awesome if you do. And if you do, please let me know. It's also, and I wrote this down very big. I actually bolded it here. I bolded it right here, because this is a big message for me. I found it in like 18 different notes. And I thought, you know what, if I found it in 18 different notes, again, I'm sharing this stuff with you guys because I'm learning it and applying it to my life as I go as well. So it's always like a slap in the face, some of this stuff, but it's all about organizing your plans and your projects. All right. You got to understand, you Aries rising people, I love you dearly. And I'm not an Aries rising. So, but it's still, I feel like it still applies to me. This is a really, really great month for you to look at and be like, all right, if that was my highest potential, are my plans organized? Is the project organized? If I want to be Britney Spears, have I got a plan to get the voice coach? What's the plan gonna be? So take that time, Aries rising. Okay. So that's Aries rising. Let's move on to Taurus rising.